You girls ready for the day? Are you excited? Yeah, these Rangers sure are an exciting time. Just ask these two. Let's check on the herd. How you doing down there? You still look good on water and food. You look lively. A couple of you. Hey, settle down. Everybody get along now, okay? Yeah, you. I'm talking to you right in the middle there. You're the one. Keep it chill. Well, that's enough chicken ranching for the day. It's time to go soil ranching now. Or maybe dog ranching. What do you get when you cross a German and an Australian? Just a couple of shepherds in the back of a Polaris. See what I did there? First up, we are going to put a box of seed in the tender here. We are down to just under 200 acres left. It's in 3 pieces, so it's going to take us some time, but we should finish today. We've got a smart stack corn going on in this tender next. We're doing a field that is corn on corn, meaning it was corn last year, and it has shown a lot of, the tests show that there are a lot of rootworm within the soil, meaning it's caterpillar that gets into the roots on the corn and damages the corn. So we're planting a smart stack corn there. It's a little bit more expensive. It's got multiple modes of action to fight against those worms. See you later, dog. Morning, planter. Onyx is jumping in the rock picker across the road. That way we'll never have to pick any rocks again. Oh, that old joke. Oddly, 3 times now this year, I have had a set of closing wheels that get held up just a little bit, like that far. And it's because a rock, just like this one exactly, gets wedged right in here at this pivot point and just sticks in there. That's now happened 3 times this year. I don't remember that ever happening ever before. It's just odd. I don't know if it can't be possible that I wouldn't have noticed it. It's just weird. Just perfect sized rock, golf ball sized or a little smaller, just gets wedged up in there, and who knows how long I go with it like that. Regardless, they're all good now, so let's go plant. Start the day off right. The best way to do that is with Element. It's got all the electrolytes that you need. There's no like artificial crap in there. There's no caffeine in it. It's got the magnesium, the potassium, and the sodium that your body needs to truly hydrate your muscles. And right now, for a limited time only, they just came out with the new lemonade salt flavor. I'm telling you, it tastes like lemonade. This is gonna be awesome when we're out working or even on the boat. Just grab a stick. I got my water mixed up already, threw a little bit of ice in there. Blend it in here. This is gonna keep my energy up. It's gonna keep the brain fog away. Works with all kinds of diets like paleo, keto, fasting, all those diets, because it's not loaded up with a bunch of sugar. Oh, that is good. You could add that to iced tea and make your own Arnie Palmer's or something. If I could talk right, would be helpful. That's gonna be good for a hot summer coming up. If you wanna try some for yourself, all you have to do is go to drinkelement.com/farmer, which we will also put down in the links below. Try some for yourself. You're gonna get your 8 free sample pack when you go to that link, and then you can decide for yourself what your favorite flavor personally is. This lemonade salt might be my new favorite flavor. They've also got carbonated cans. I like the watermelon and the grapefruit particularly. Those are really good. I drink at least one of those like every single day. And as always, they have a no questions asked return policy. So if for some reason you don't like the stuff, just let them know and they will refund your money back. No questions asked. Don't be a silly goose and walk around all summer dehydrated and foggy and low on energy. Okay, don't do that. Join my hydration nation. Let's make this a good summer. 5 to 4.
Go ahead. Are you down here already?
Yep, I'm just gonna pull out of the field with the planter, should I not?
I guess if I were you, I would. I was going to tell you if you're still at home, you could wait an hour. You'd probably be happier planting it. But you're down here, I just try it. Hopefully it goes okay. It's just a little damp on top.
A little bit wet yet. This weird 20-acre field that we're going to be knocking out first thing this morning. It's a weird long 20 acres. By the time I do it,
coming here with a rock picker too?
by the time I do endrows on it, I'll make one round and it'll be done. Yep, he's across the road on South Ani here picking rock.
Okay. There's one that's kind of in a draw, and the draw was a little wet. If he's headed like downhill and not in the bottom of the draw, he'll be fine. Just he tries to go uphill in the draw to pick that rock on his right side, could be in trouble. But if he goes downhill, he'll be fine. If he can hear me, did you get that, Onyx?
Yeah, I'll have to look at it when I get there. Should I just, I'll get back on the road here and follow you guys?
You can wait a bit. You may as well pick some more rock in that field. Well, check this out. The military's out testing one of their new fighter jets. This guy must be trying to intimidate me with all of his dogfighting skills. Some people's kids just never grow up. Time for more fuel and more seed. Need a little bit of everything here. Heads up, cow. Coming through. According to my math, I'm going to need about 21, 22 more units of corn to finish our corn for the year. And then tomorrow I'm gonna head up north of here a few miles and plant a couple hundred acres for a buddy of mine who just had back surgery. And he can't really do anything, by the way it sounds. He had his spine fused, so I'll be putting some corn in the ground for him. But he's got his own seed, so I wanna be out when I leave for his place. One-handed skid steer operation. I loaded up 9.5 bags per side. By my math, I should be about 2 bags short. So I got the 2 extra ones here to put in, and these just in case my math is off the other way. That's it. I finished up our corn for the year. Now I got a little bit of road time heading up to my buddies. I'm doing about 200 acres for him, but it's in multiple pieces. So it'll take a little bit of time. That'll be all day tomorrow. I imagine so. And then we'll be switching things over to beans. It's honestly just been kind of a boring day again. That's good. Everything's gone pretty well. Other than throwing a few seed bags, I haven't had to do anything extra. There's no cool content for you guys. Okay, next day here. So we finished up corn 2 days ago. Yesterday I spent the day planting for my buddy who had back surgery. Now we're gonna dump out his leftover seed into here and switch this planter over to soybeans. We keep a couple of the big totes around that we've bought just to dump the extra seed in at the end of the year. So we got one for corn, one for beans. Ready? Yep. This graphite and talcum powder mix, you guys should see what my camera looks like right now. YouTube farming is not a good use of cameras. I have quite a pile of destroyed ones. Oh yeah, see what he says? Yeah. Not a difficult process to switch this thing over at all. Pull the hoses in the boxes, or whatever they're called. Open them all up.
I'm gonna go grab a plier.
Then we drop this guy down. This is called the double eliminator. Drop it out of the way. Oh, those plates aren't out yet. And then we pull this green strip out, which I need a screwdriver for. I don't know that this is how you're supposed to do it, but it's the easiest way. Put a yellow one in for soybeans. And then switch out the bowl. So these bowls are a little bit different. There's a lot more holes there because the amount of soybeans we plant is so much higher. I put that one in backwards. Planter is all physically switched over now. Just got to change a few of the settings on the computer inside the tractor, which will just take a minute once we get going. In the meantime, we are also going to start spraying some pre-emerged chem on some of our corn acres.
You know, grab the other one and put on this side.
Oh, okay.
Then we can, if I'm one person, I can put this on the other side easier later.
Okay.
A little more?
Yeah, a little more, another, right, try leveling it out right there. Tilt your forks down. I think you'll have to go up a couple inches. There we go, so this is gravity flow. We'll hook up this line and it gravity flows down into this inductor. Now, unfortunately, Dad parked this here yesterday and we filled the tanks with water. And that truck will not start up now. So it'll fire for about 2-3 seconds and then it shuts down. Service tech was just here and said it has fuel pressure, so he doesn't know what's going on yet. Time to throw some seed in. Okay, switch over. Oh, I forgot to push it. All crop types. Down to soybeans. Right there. Okay. Pick my variety. Come on. Now you may notice we've got colored soybeans this year. Normally we don't treat our soybeans with anything. We've been starting to get a soybean cyst nematode issue around here in some fields. So we had a lot of our fields tested and guys have been having good results with this product for treatment on their soybeans. So we tried just a couple hundred acres this year to put on our ground that tests the highest for that. It costs a little bit more money per acre, but if you can keep the nematodes from eating away at the roots or stealing the nutrients from the roots that the soybeans need, you can get more yield out of it. So hopefully the return on investment is there. We'll find out. The planter is loaded up and ready. The Peterbilt still broke down, but it sounds like the tech is going to come back and take a look at it. In the meantime, we're going to fuel up the 9570 RT. Dad's gonna go up and run some field cultivator for a family that's had an unfortunate situation. They got some acres right up the road. There is a family, they're maybe from roughly 15-20 miles east of here. Had a really unfortunate accident on the farm last week. I probably won't say anything more than that other than my condolences to the family, who I really don't know the family very well, but I know who they are. They've got 400 acres that they farm very close to here, and there's I believe there's 4 of us that have organized to get together and go do the tillage and the rock picking, and one guy's doing the planting on their farm that's close to here. You girls want in? Go ahead. You got to get in first. That's how this works. And then you make a loop. Make sure everything looks good. All right, now come on. Let's go. Get in there, Tubby. This family, they run 22-inch rows on their crops, so our planter doesn't actually work for them because we run 30-inch rows. So another farmer with 22-inch row stuff has agreed to do the planting. Onyx is up there right now doing some rock picking, and Dad's gonna head up there with some tillage Before I take off and start on soybeans, I'm gonna run up there just to see what's going on. We've also got TerraClear out there right now with one of their units on a skid steer. So they have flown this field and downloaded the map, and he's out there picking up every last rock. And that field's been planted, all of our corn is planted, but they run over such very little amount because of how efficiently they can do it with those machines on tracks. And we had them do it that way last year and didn't really notice any loss from it. So they farm both sides of the road right here. It looks like there's at least 3, I'm thinking 4 field cultivators going right now on the north side. They're just about done. And the co-op is over here on the south side. Looks like they're about to finish spreading fertilizer. Hi, you want to pull into the south field right away? They're about done with the north one.
Okay.
They must have at least 4 or 5 field cultivators up here and 4 or 5 rock pickers, so it's gonna go really fast.
Okay, well that's good.
I just talked to Jerry. You can tell he's not used to the amount of rocks that we are.
Okay. Yeah, Persons,
Well,
I'm
that's
surprised how many rocks are on Persons, but
yeah. There was a fair amount there, but not like the north quarter.
okay, and this it probably is, huh?
Yeah, he said the south field is the one you're gonna pull into.
Okay.
There are tractors everywhere out here. There must be 4 or 5 rock pickers, 4 or 5 field cultivators. They're gonna knock. This is 280 acres. They're more than half done, and we just started an hour ago. You know, the coolest part about this is that this is not unique. This isn't something that just happens rarely. This isn't something that just happens in this area. This is rural America, small towns. In my experience, from what I understand, I mean, this happens all over the place. This is still how it is. I know a lot of you have heard my story about before I was born, when my dad was young and his dad was sick, my grandfather was sick. The neighbors came together and did this sort of thing for our family. They planted our crops. I believe that would have been, it was either 1959 or 1960. And so I guess the way I always view it is that this is a way for us to give back a little bit, even though that was, 23, 24 years before my time. This is one small way that we can give back, because I don't know what might have happened without that help. You can't say, but it's cool to be a part of. It's cool to see. All these rock pickers out here, and they leave this one for me. Onyx just hadn't gotten here yet. Well, other than manually picking up a few rocks by hand, I'm not a whole lot of help here. And our planter doesn't match their combine, so I'm gonna go get started on beans while these boys finish up what they do best. Again, my sincere condolences to the family. There was really no words I know that I can say, but in farming, we are in an industry where it can be a little bit dangerous. So everybody else involved, stay safe. Before I take off here, I may as well do my chicken chores. Are you ladies good? Yeah, you're fine. Say hello to the camera. Look at how big they're getting. Well, chores are over. Time to go planting, Didge. Here we go.
I just stuck by if you're close.
I'm on the complete west side.
Inspection time here. I want to make sure that my depth is correct, placement looks right. Conditions are always a little bit different on soybeans. You're planting into a lot more corn residue or residue in general, so you've got to be able to get down through that residue and still be consistent, and then close the trench up again. So I generally run the downforce a little bit heavier. I run a little more pressure on my closing wheels, And I'm trying to plant at 1 1/4 to 1.5 inches deep instead of 2 to 2 1/4 like I was on corn. There's one. There's a lot more out here too, because instead of planting 30 to 35,000 population, I'm planting 130,000 right now. Those are fairly shallow. Seems just a hair shallow, but I don't like that area where I was checking either. It's pretty dry. It's a dry hill. Onyx came and picked me up. I've got to go get the seed tender. So we're just driving by right now. You can see all the neighbors pulling out. They've got 400 acres rock picked and tilled for these guys. CCS on, VAC 1 on, VAC 2 on, PTO on, enable out of seat PTO, EPG on, seed star, fill, accept, fill. Vacuums are 13.5 to 14, F1, set, I'm going to start at 5, full throttle, auto track on, CCS planter down, ready, set, go. We are back in business. John Deere 8 Romeo Tango 410, maintaining a heading of 090 at an altitude of, I suppose, around 1,400 feet right here. Copy that. Deere 410, maintain 90 degrees at 1400. Deere 410, roger. I could have been an air traffic control guy, but I guess this is what God wanted me to do. Time. She full. Speaking of being full, somewhere in that tractor cab I've got a sandwich that I should get rid of.
I completely agree. This is your one shot right now, and you can either do it or not do it, but you gotta...
Well, that's our first couple hundred acres of soybeans in. Took a little more time than expected. I left a lot off camera today. I was tinkering with some stuff, but overall, went pretty good. Headed home now. It's 10 o'clock, so time to park this in the shed. We got a few things to do in the morning, then we'll be back at it tomorrow.